Hey everybody, Scott Shimamoto here, talking about loans. Okay, so a lot of people ask me the difference between variable rates and fixed rates, and which one should you use? Well, that kind of depends. Okay, so if you're not going to stay in the house for a long time and you know you're going to sell it, a variable rate might be great, right? But right now, with mortgage rates being at the pretty close to the historical lows, a fixed rate is really good right now. Because why? You might think you're going to move away from this house, but at the same time, hey, you might move, but you might keep the house, and you might want to keep that low payment for the next 30 years, or fixed payment for the next 30 years, and let someone else pay for it by renting whichever house you have, right? So the big, I guess, fallacy and the trickiness of the language that you hear about these loans is sometimes you'll hear something like, okay, it's a 5-year fixed. Or if you listen to the radio, which you gotta listen really carefully to the radio, because if you're not listening closely, you can get tricked really easy. But sometimes they'll say, oh, it's a 5-year fixed, or it's fixed for 5 years, or whatever. Well, it is fixed for 5 years. But after that 5-year period, or 7-year period, or 10-year period is over, then it becomes variable. And that variable could be based on LIBOR, which is the London something interchange rate. I don't know what it is, or the Treasury. There's different indexes that could come into play on this, but the bottom line is only fixed for a certain amount of time. That's why you get the low payment up front. You know what I mean? You are going to get a lower interest rate on a 5-year ARM versus a 30-year fix for the first 5 years. But most of the loans that are variable, they can jump by 5 or 6% when the lock period expires, and that's when you can get in trouble. So you have to really think closely about what you're going to do with these variables. Like I said, if you know you're going to just live there for 3-4 years and you're going to sell it again, hey, no problem, for sure. You know, variable could be really good. Or if you're a guy that you could afford to take that increase in monthly payment, but you just want to save the money now, and later on, you know, if you had to, you could just pay it off in cash. Hey, knock yourself out. Go for the variable. But again, with fixed rates being as low as they are right now, hey, why not lock it in for 30 years, take your chances, and see what's going to happen on the back end if you're going to rent that thing out to somebody or not. So if you have any other questions about this, please give me a call, get a hold of me. Contact information is coming up. I'm Scott Shimamoto. Thanks for listening in.